It's another day. It's the day before the event. It's here. Brian, we're here.
Yes, yes. I love it.
Tomorrow is the big day. And who else to help me bring in the big day, the day before the big day, than my big brother, Brian Joubert. Is that really how you pronounce your name? Is it Joubert or is it Joubert?
Uh, Joubert, but Joubert is not incorrect. That's just a more French pronunciation. So my dad said Joubert, so I say Joubert. But I answer to it. It's been chopped up so much since Joubert is so lovely. And then it's sexier when it comes from the ladies when they say Joubert.
It's Joubert. It's Brian Joubert in the house. Absolutely. So we are excited to have you. My name is Tarra Jackson, aka Madam Money. I am the host and the founder for Side Gig Con virtual conference, but this is Side Gig Con Live, where we are interviewing the speakers so that you
Yeah.
know who is coming to you tomorrow and Saturday. So we are super excited. The conference is going to be tomorrow, Friday the 17th, and Saturday the 18th. It's two fun-filled, packed days, panels, sessions, VIP masterminds, networking, exhibitors. So everything you experience in an in-person event, you're going to have a virtual adventure. So if you, wherever you look at Facebook, Brian, wherever you check your Facebook, if it's on your smartphone, your tablet, your laptop, your PC, that is where you can attend Side Gig Con. So there's no excuses, right?
None at all. No excuse.
And look, I've extended it so until midnight tonight, the 16th. We are still keeping the $20. That's $10 a day to register for Side Gig Con. At midnight is when it switches to the regular price, the day of price. So, I just paid for breakfast. I had it delivered. It cost me $24. I'm going to eat
Uh,
$20. So you can invest in yourself and in your business for the amount that I got for breakfast. How about that? So, Brian, I am
yeah.
super excited to not only have you as my big brother, but you are going to be on a panel with some amazing sisters of mine. And we're going to be talking about all about the Benjamins, baby, that financial panel, that everything that we need to know so we can, be prepared so we can get some of this Corona cash. You know what I'm saying? That COVID
Yeah.
cash.
That COVID cash, that post COVID cash, and all of that. That's we need to know is to set ourselves for when COVID is done too, because that's what people not realizing. Like eventually this is gonna be over.
Right.
And where are you gonna be? Are you gonna be in the mix?
Absolutely. So, Brian, tell us about you so people know that you know what you're talking about. That's why you an expert. Tell us a little bit about you.
Yes, well once again, my name is Brian Joubert and aka Rich Boy. And a lot of people know me by Rich Boy now because what Rich Boy really stands for is really interested in caring how businesses operate internally. And so that whole Rich Boy thing is so important because I grew my business. I've been in business now in the tax business for 23 years. I've been an entrepreneur over 30. I'm originally from New Orleans, been in Atlanta for years now, and so I understood this concept long, long time ago that the internal part of your business, of your life, of your finances is the most important part. So if you don't have that part, so when we talk about Rich Boy, we talk about the I stands for internally, and that means that if you don't have your taxes straight, if you don't have your finances straight in your business, it's more than likely your business is not going to be as successful because you're not going to position yourself for growth. So, I'm that person that actually helps come in and teach you how to start, run, and grow your business right, and teach you tax concepts as well, because that's really my background. And so, I'm so excited, man, for this platform because I know what you offer. I know the people that are in your circle and environment, and I know the type of listeners. So to get this information out with my panelists is going to be a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. And, you're going to be on a panel with Edeline Dryden and Bernadette Harris. And, we're all brothers and sisters in that little
Yes.
network that you all are my go-tos, anything related to taxes, business finances. So tell us, why do you think it's important for people with side gigs to attend Side Gig Con?
Well, it's extremely important because I'm an advocate of entrepreneurship. And the beautiful thing about, now everybody wants to get into entrepreneurship. And I tell you, like, this is perfect because even if you have a job, you need to have a side gig. You need to have a side gig. So when people say, well, I don't have time, for a side gig because my job, that's even more reason because your job is basically taking 50% of your money. You're doing 100% of the work. That don't add up, and you wonder why you can't make it. You need that side gig, if nothing else, for taxes.
Right.
You spending money every day on your cell phone, your car, eating. If you don't have a side gig, you're not getting no benefit from that. So it's the best way to reduce your taxable income if you're working a job. You have to have a side gig, but then not just from a tax perspective. This conference is going to teach you everything you need to know about business, but then how to do it while you're working. And so this is what we need. Information is the new currency, man, and we got to have it. I tell people, knowledge is not power, applied knowledge. So you come get this and you apply it, I guarantee you're going to win.
Absolutely. And I love what you said. We're doing, if you just have a job, you're doing 100% of the work and you're 50% of the money. And I tell people all the time, I don't care if you're a professional burger eater, you need to get a business, if not for the tax write-offs. You know what I'm saying? Like my cell phone equipment that I purchased, my gadgets that I purchased, all related to my business, so I can write it off as an expense. My travel, when I hit y'all up in Atlanta, my travel, because we'll be doing business. So that's absolutely fabulous. What's one good tip that you can give people that have side gigs right now in your perspective with what's going on?
Well, the one thing I tell you is don't wait until July, April 15th to 5 years all night trying to get your stuff done. But that's another conversation. That's another thing. But I'm just venting from last night. I'm venting from all your people who came last minute and wanted 17 miracles, but that's something else. But the one tip that I tell you, when you get your side gig, treat your side gig as your main gig. Even though I know it's on the side, but if you give it the same love and passion that you're giving your job, it's no longer going to be your side gig. It's going to be your primary source of income. It's going to be your freedom outlet. It's going to be your social outlet now, because it's going to allow you to do the things that you've been wanting to do that your job is not going to let you do. So I would tell you, treat it, because if you talk about self-love, everybody talk about self-love. If you love yourself like you say you do, you're going to give something that's going to benefit you more love than you're going to give something that's going to benefit your employer. So treat it like it's your main thing, even if it's your side gig for right now.
Absolutely. I love that you just, you pay the respect. What grows is what you pay attention to, right? What you nurture is what grows. So if you're only nurturing your job, that's going to grow to an extent that they let you. But if you also nurture your side business, that can grow unlimited. It can grow as big and as large as you want it to grow.
No, you said it's going to grow to a certain extent on your job. It's going to grow. It's going to manifest to something big, but not for you. That's the thing. So if you put all your focus on your job, it will grow, but it won't grow for you. It'll grow for your boss. And so that's why we got to focus on, like you said, it's good. What you focus on expands. So if I start focusing on my side gig and then make this investment, of $20, man, come on. If once again, if we say we love ourselves, you can't invest $20 to basically change your future, your child's future. So this is a perfect opportunity because there's so much stuff. And even for season, people, if you have a side gig, you've been working for years, you still need to know, because there's so many things that you don't know. And so many people, even with me being a 30-year entrepreneur vet, it's people I saw on the panel like, oh, I got to listen to them, because I know they're going to drop gems. This thing that I'm not a marketing expert. I'm not a social media expert. So you want to get all the information and knowledge you can. So this is why this is so important, that you do this. It's so important to understand how you need to handle that side gig.
Yeah, and even, what's great about the whole thing is that even though the sessions, the panels are concurrent, so they're happening around the same time, the VIPs, they get an opportunity to get the recording of the entire conference. So even if they attend one session, they'll get the recording of the other sessions so that they can watch later or whenever they need to, or they can rewatch certain things. So, and they can even share it with other friends at that point. They got the recordings. They can even be a blessing and share it to people.
Beautiful thing, man. Invest in yourself, and you've been hearing me talk about that for years. Invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself. And this is the perfect investment. And you talk about, I don't care if it's $300. That's a minimal investment for the opportunity to make $300,000. And so you gotta invest in yourself. This one thing this pandemic showed people was they didn't have their stuff together as much as they thought they did, with their businesses. And this is why this information is so important, because this pandemic and this whole Corona Cash and all of the EIDLs and the PPPs would have positioned themselves a lot better in their business. And who better to learn from is people who've been through it. And so this is why your speakers and your panelists are so important. This is why this event is so important, because now you be ready for that next wave of PPP, EIDL, and we got to get that money. We got to get in the game, but you don't get it because if you don't know about it and know how to get it, then you're going to lose out. So we commend you for doing this.
Oh, thank you. I commend you all, and I thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules, because y'all are busy. But y'all took your time out to pour into the attendees, and, for a fraction of very, pennies on the dollar of what it would cost to work with some of you, to be able to connect with you is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much for being on the panel on Saturday at 11 a.m. for All About the Benjamins Baby panel, talking about your money. And that, again, is at Side Gig Con Virtual Conference. Make sure you all register. You can register. You can get it. You can come in and watch out, even if you're nosy, for $20 until midnight tonight, Thursday night. And so if you're the VIP, that's going to give you so much access to the speakers. It's going to give you access to a VIP mastermind. You'll get the recordings of everything. So don't just look at the minimum investment. You get what you invest. So just consider who is at the conference, who you're going to connect with, who you're going to meet. You could get referrals from it. You could get clients for being in the building. What I love about Hamilton, I saw Hamilton. I love it. The soundtrack has been getting me through this entire process. And I love the song, I Want to Be in the Room Where It Happens, right? So we want to be in the room where it happens. Everybody talks about they want a seat at the table. Well, let's get in the room so you can get a seat. You know what I'm saying? And learn how to create your own seat. That's my whole thing, is if they don't want to let you in their room, you can create a room. You can create the table. Then you can invite people to have a seat at your table. We want you to learn how to do that. So, Brian, I thank you so much. Everybody go to sidegigcon.com, register today. You still got time. And look, even if you can't go, what if you don't have a side gig? You don't even want a side gig, but you have family members or you have friends or people you know that have side gigs or want to have side gigs. Gift them a registration. Be a blessing to someone. You may not want to be there. Be a blessing to someone else.
All right. And y'all got all that stimulus money, PUA money, PPP money. You got $20. You got $100. No, you have $200. We ain't gonna even, because once again, if everybody claim, all y'all out there claim, oh, I'm VIP, I'm special, then pay a VIP price. If you so VIP, I challenge you to make the investment. Pay to VIP, because you got the money. Don't tell me you don't have the money, because I know you had the money.
You ain't been going to the restaurants and bars, so we got some money now.
We got the money, and we VIP. So if you VIP, you pay.
That's right.
VIP price on your investment, and that's the key.
Don't talk about it, be about it. Yeah.
Sure.
We will see everybody. We will see you, Brian. We will see everybody at Side Gig Con tomorrow and Saturday. So looking forward. Thank you, Brian, for taking time out.
No, thank you for having me, and thank you for having me be a part of this. So it's beautiful.
Always my pleasure. You're part of everything I do, man. Love you, dude.
All right, love you. Have a great day, great weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.